Well, let's take you back to the floor. Now, Aldrin St. Pierre is standing by the national chairperson of the ANC. Just went past. Hopefully, he's gotten hold of him. Aldrin St. Pierre, Gwede Mantashe is right where you are. Does he have anything to say, especially about the issue that is being raised by, or should I say, issues that are being raised by various small parties?
Well, let's pose that question to him. Right here next to me, the chairperson of the ANC, Gwede Mantashe. Mr. Mantashe, first of all, I don't know whether you saw the incident that took place earlier on. A lot of small political parties, around 15, who are saying that they are challenging the electoral, the IAC. They've raised various concerns around the electoral process. What's the ANC's take on how the elections have run so far?
From where we're coming from, there have been elections. It's a very complex project which must be managed professionally. I visited 11 stations yesterday. I have no reason to question the professional outlook of the IEC. If there are incidents, there is a process and a procedure to deal with them. Sit-ins will not resolve them. There is a PLC working with the IEC. It must deal with those problems. In the PLC, all parties are represented.
But are you comfortable with the processes so far?
I was in 11 stations, Aaron. I was in 11 stations. I visited them. I made my own observations. I have no reason to question the professional outlook of the IEC.
Let's quickly ask on this issue around the ink. It's the indelible ink. A lot of concerns that have been raised by various political parties. Your ink is still on, my ink is still on, but a lot of people on social media saying that the ink has been removed. We're also hearing that the police saying that about 20 people have been arrested in KZN for attempting to vote more than once.
Now, if they're arrested, it means action is being taken, and therefore investigation will go into that issue. We don't need to make a hullabaloo about it and make it our issue here. Let's watch the results coming in, deal with them, and not use jig and stone to remove ink, and just sit here, continue working.
Do you think that there should be a concern, or South Africans should be concerned, if there's a possibility that the elections could be challenged? It would be unprecedented. It's never happened before. Can
I tell you?
Yeah.
Why I'm sensitive to these issues is because I've seen reckless handling of election processes translating into wars in a number of countries. We have a country in our region that completed its election 3 months ago. It doesn't have a government in place. Now, if we want to go that route, it's a choice we're making. And I think it's a bad choice that we'll be making. In my view is that there are problems, deal with them. If there are problems, let's deal with them. The IEC must lead that process. Political parties with their representatives in the PLC must deal with those issues. As they had people in the voting stations, all parties have party agents in the voting stations. Now, to try and manufacture new things here, you are going to create complications that are unnecessary.
Finally, Chairperson, the intra-party politics, some people saying because the ANC may not secure more than 62% as it did in 2014, that there could be a possibility that some factions within the party would push for the removal of President Cyril Ramaphosa.
You see now, you want to discuss rumors with me. That people will do this, they will call special NGC, and you will not know, because you have refused to read the constitution of the ANC, that an NGC can't change the decision of a national conference. It doesn't happen. It's unconstitutional.
So that possibility is not there?
It's unconstitutional.
That possibility is not there?
It's unconstitutional. It won't happen.
So you can call even a special conference? You
can if you get the requirement. The constitution of the ANC is even clear on calling a special conference. People must comply and not think that they can just whoop and protest and change leadership of the ANC. It's not as easy as that.
Okay, then, thank you so much. The chairperson of the ANC, Gwede Mantashe, there, speaking about some of the concerns that have been raised by various political parties, of course, trying to quell tensions as much as possible. And Vuyo, I can tell you that I've seen what has happened in Kenya when the election results there were contested by Raila Odinga. I've seen what has happened in Zimbabwe, where the elections are also being contested by the MDC alliance. So what are the chances of South Africa going down that route? But of course, some people may argue that these political parties are within their rights to make sure that the Electoral Commission, the IEC, does everything to the book and ensure that the elections are free, fair, but most importantly as well, credible.